This podcast is part of the Pull Up a Chair podcast network. Let's build community through connection, conversation, and collaboration. This podcast is sponsored by Lever Consulting, editing with a purpose. Check them out at leverconsulting.com for a free consultation. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Scooter. Thanks for pulling up a chair with us.
We are not experts on any of these topics, but we are hoping to spark something.
Like an idea, a conversation, or even a revelation.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Let's talk about stuff. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, are we doing this?
I think so.
Cool.
That's why we're here.
Sarah and Scooter podcast.
I'm Sarah.
I'm not Sarah.
That's fact.
I'm Scooter.
Yes. Or Papa Scoot Scoot.
Hey, shout out. Maybe we could, no, sorry, that's way too early for the episode, but it made me think of Thomas Todd.
Aw, I haven't seen Thomas Todd in a long time.
Oh, we'll see him soon, actually. I feel like we will.
Okay.
I have a feeling there's something in the realms
Inside
out there.
your bones?
That is not our shout out good thing or nothing.
No.
That's just us. I clicked record.
I know.
And
we weren't prepared.
Neither of us were ready. But that's what we do.
No.
We're going to do more of that kind of random crap.
Yes. But first.
First what?
We have to do a good thing. Good thing.
Good things are good.
Yeah.
Just in general. I think by definition.
I mean, yeah.
It's a thing that's good.
Right.
And so I call it a good thing.
Right. So if you haven't taken a moment in your day-to-day to find a good thing, you should.
Yeah.
Makes you smile.
I mean, don't just find a thing.
No, a good thing.
A good thing.
I mean, there's enough crappy things.
There's enough. Well, there's enough things to find a good thing.
Right. All right, mine first.
What?
So mine.
Oh my God.
I know. I was first last time. I would do it again.
That's GAWD. Oh my God.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm going.
Okay.
So my good thing is that we have an 8th grader and a senior this year. And they both get to have actual graduations. Round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, 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 woo,
I don't think we have a sound effect for that, but I'll do this.
That was too loud. It hurt my ears.
Yeah, it hurt my spirit.
All right.
But
but we do, and it's
in
outdoors.
person.
Right. So if you guys don't know, the summers in California, it's freaking hot. So it's an outdoors graduation
So
ceremony.
it's not necessarily a good thing. It's just a thing.
It's a good thing.
Because it's going to be super hot.
They had nothing else this year, so we'll take
Seriously.
we'll take an outdoor graduation.
We'll take it.
Yeah. So that's exciting. What do you got?
Oh, that's your good thing.
Yeah, you have to chime in there.
What?
You have to chime in there.
Oh, I was itching my leg.
Oh, goodness.
So, chiming in on a good thing. No, that's super exciting for me because it's like I want to go out. I have social anxiety like no other, but I know as a person I need to go out and see people.
Right.
So it'd be awesome to see these teachers and all these people that I haven't seen other than like their face on Zoom or something like that or a post.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to have an actual conversation with some of these people that I haven't talked to in, gosh, some of them over a year.
I do have a mini gripe about the graduation, though, because one of our children, I'm not going to say which one, we had to agree that the 6 people, we only get 6 people, and we're a family of 5, that the 6 people we're going to bring to graduation all live in this house. It's an outdoor graduation ceremony, and we're not sitting next to anyone else within 6 feet.
Isn't the average household 3?
Right. So I'm like, you gave us 6 tickets.
I'm just trying to go, like, you're giving us 6 tickets, but the average household is 3, and they all have to be from the same household.
Right. So that math is interesting.
No, I was like,
But we're also outdoors.
So you don't have to have a math degree to be in administration. and I, hold on. I know we're digging on. No. Shout out to teachers. We love you.
Yes, we
do. We really do.
This isn't a teacher thing.
I've homeschooled. I mean, we're not going on that wagon, but
I just thought it was interesting.
We're just making jokes.
Yeah.
Because we know that you're just trying to follow the rules.
Right.
And do what's best and what can be approved.
Right.
We get that.
Yeah.
You're not making the rules. We live by those every day as we walk out of our house.
Fact.
So, yeah, we get to go to graduations. It's going to be super cool. Sorry for all the seniors last year that didn't get one.
I know.
But this one is at least a pseudo graduation.
We'll take it.
We'll take whatever we can get at this point.
We probably won't be able to allow cheer either. That's the other thing.
I could,
It's like going on the rides at the amusement parks.
Oh, but here's if you had a megaphone.
Ooh. It filters.
Yes. You're not spitting out the megaphone. It's just making it loud.
I wonder if that's allowed.
Or air horns.
Right? There's
That's
no noise.
That's all sanitary.
Just turn your phone up real loud. Use your... Why does yours sound like that?
I feel like that's what one should sound like.
I think that's wrong.
No, that's what they should sound like.
Okay.
You know?
And we're back. Okay. So what's your good thing?
My good thing. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't want to cry during this, but
he's gonna cry. It's okay.
Because I didn't cry when it happened. Because my adrenaline was super high, and I got my. Can I say?
No.
I can't say.
Nope.
I got my bottom.
There you go.
I could say butt.
Yeah.
I got my butt kicked for like an hour and a half during the moment that it happened. But I've been training in Jiu Jitsu for a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
And my 2 instructors that have stuck with me, my lazy, random showing up person, and they handed me a blue belt.
Yes, they
did. And I'm like, seriously, if my adrenaline wasn't always, it was super high and super sweaty and like my whole body hurt from getting my butt kicked, I'd have probably cried.
Yeah.
But I earned, and I want to say wasn't given.
No, that's an earn.
Because that's never anything I look at. I don't deserve it. I earned it. I wasn't given it. I earned it. And so I got a blue belt. And if anybody's in any sort of real, and take that as you will, real martial arts, to where you have to do some serious grinding and work to get there, you will understand how hard it is to get that far to just get one belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
It is no joke. So,
round of applause.
That's another one. You have to have a sound effect, but I can't have it. But seriously, like, and I was honored with that by my 2 instructors. I have to say, Chad Ross and Carl Gonsolin. Thank you so much at Black. Okay, this is another thing. I need to reach out to them and find out, is it, because I say Black Goten?
Or Gotten.
Or is it Black Gotten? I'm going to ask you guys in person probably tomorrow or over text tonight.
I also didn't know Chad had a last name, so that's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Sounds like Cher. He's just Chad.
The Chad.
No, just Chad.
Just Chad.
Not the Chad.
Love you, Chad. So, seriously,
yeah.
When that was given to me, when I earned that, and Chad handed it to me, and I won't cuss, but I literally, edited version, I said, F you, Chad. Because it's a lot of work, guys. And I would do it. Try it.
Yeah.
Any sort of real martial arts where you have to do tons of work and get your butt kicked. We'll probably have episodes about that.
Yeah.
I think we had one about staying fit and staying active. But we might get a little bit more into that because we both are true believers in that. So, yeah, that was
It's like a cult.
No. It's like true believers. Like, we believe it and we've lived it It was like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I feel like true believers are, is like, you don't just believe it, you have experienced it.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. All right.
Onward and upward.
Yes. What are we talking about today?
I don't know. We have another section, huh?
Yeah. Well, the main one.
Oh, yeah. We have to talk about stuff. Real stuff.
Advise me not. What you got?
Me?
What are we doing?
Oh. Well, our Advise Me Not subject today is going to be very much driven by this human being across from me, Sarah.
That's me.
The subject today is college as an adult.
Woo!
And as we talk about this, we will find out why it will be driven by her. Let's talk about that.
All right.
It's all you.
So I'll start at the beginning. So I graduated high school. Then I went to community college.
I can't stop
Wait,
laughing at
it's
start at the
real
beginning.
this time. Graduated high school, started community college, found out I was pregnant. Stopped community college. So I was like, had a kid. I'm going to try it again. Got pregnant second time. I was like, listen, this is bananas. So then I didn't attempt it until I was 24. I'm going to say 24. So I attempted college. Excuse you.
Sorry about that.
So I did college as an adult, which included work full-time, 3 children under the age of like 10. I'm going to say 10. That seems high. But anyways.
Seems very high.
We'll go
Well, hold up.
7.
I'm trying to do math. Like 2017 is when you... I don't want to fast
2012 was when I got my bachelor's.
Right. But I was just like...
Mine was 4 years.
So I was like, so 2008.
CJ was born in 07.
Okay. So you had all 3 of them.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they'd be all under 10.
Okay.
They'd probably be all under...
They're
8.
little. Let's just go littles, right? So they're all little.
Littles.
So I had 3 kids. I worked full time, single parent with a village. I always throw that in there. And I decided that I wanted to get a degree. And the main reason why I wanted to get a degree is because, for as much as people don't want to say it's a thing, I was a single woman of color, and I wanted to make sure that no matter where I went, that having an education wasn't going to be a reason why people didn't give me a job. So I went bananas. I think I attended like 6 different community colleges at one point. All mostly online, a few in person, because I did have to do a speech class on campus, but 6 different community colleges just to get my associate's degree. And that was something else. But California's got an amazing education system where you can find all these programs and all this good stuff. And then I got my bachelor's from a college in Kansas. And then I got my master's from the same college in Kansas. So when I think about struggles at that time, number 1 was money. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but college in the States is friggin' expensive. Very expensive. But blessing-wise is that California has so many good programs to where I literally didn't have any college expenses, especially with 3 kids, until I got my master's degree. And even then, it was pretty minimal. So I was super thankful for that. But then also, you have to deal with the mom guilt of I'm taking time away from my kids who are all little and all want my attention, and I'm working 40 plus hours a week. And so where do you find the time for school and studying and any of that stuff when you're still just trying to be a decent, good parent? Do you have any thoughts so far?
I have tons.
Okay, what you got?
Oh, well, not tons. 2.
Okay.
And we'll do this at the end too, at the end of this section. It was like the California education system well, how do I put this? The United States education system is jacked.
Yeah.
Okay. But the California education system is at least trying to go somewhere better.
Yes.
So this is only my, because I come from Washington State and I was born and raised in Montana, then Washington, then California, and went, holy crap, I can go to school for free?
Yes.
And if you don't know that, then look it up. Like, and we're not talking like become a doctor.
Community college.
Community college is basically you pay, what is it? Just like,
it's like the fees.
Filing fees.
Yeah.
When I went back to school, and I'll give you a broad brush of my story here in a moment, but when I registered for college, per semester, it cost me $11.
Yes.
$11. When I went to college in Washington, it was $3,000.
Yep.
That's a big difference. So, that was my one shout out.
You can do this.
I can't. I was like, I have to use the lingo of what our podcast is like. It's not a shout out.
No.
Okay. And then also the balance of kids and education.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer. I've had mentors in my life. I've had people that have become doctors, and people who have never gone to college. And on both sides of the spectrum, they're both my heroes and both my mentors. But if the balance of I put down here kids / education, the whole idea of feeling like a bad mom and like I'm not there for my kids. I was like, you are there for your kids.
Right. You
are creating an example for your children to chase your dreams, and we had that episode, but but to get an education, because do you know why? Because I want to prove something. That's a great driving force. Right. I was like, I want to prove that a black woman can get an education, and just because you see me in person and my resume goes, holy crap, she's qualified. And I was like, hold on. It's like, no, she has an education. She's more articulate than anybody in this family. Like anybody in both sides of our family, I feel like. So to hear her say that, and the support system that our children were way more supportive than she will ever know.
100%.
You won't even know. So those are the two things that really like popped in my brain. I took notes while you were talking. They're crappy notes, but that's okay. That's because I didn't finish college.
Shut up. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is goals. So I feel like as an adult, if you've decided to go back to college, there has to be a reason. Like, what's your why? Mm-hmm. Because if you don't have a why, after the first semester, you're done. Like, you have to have something to keep you going back. If it's like, you know what, I'm really tired of working like these minimum wage jobs and I want to have something else. One, you don't technically need an education to do that. But if you do, that's your motivation. Put it on a sticky note and put it on your wall and remind yourself of why you're doing this. Because college, and I feel like the thought process as an adult is not the same as when you're like graduating high school and going to college. At that point, you're just like, listen, what grade do I need to get out of this class? What grade do I need? I'm not going to be this Ivy League graduate. What grade do I need to be done with this and have these letters behind my last name? That's all I need at this point. Can I get C's? A friend of mine says C's get degrees. Cool. If I can get a C and get through this, let's do that. So as long as you know what your goal is, just at least you have a purpose. And it doesn't have to be a doctorate. It doesn't have to be a master's. You could just be going for your associates or a certificate of something or an apprentice training. Like, find out what your goal is and why you're actually doing this and putting yourself through this, and then stick with it. What you got?
What?
What do you have?
I know, but you
I
look
saw
at me.
you take notes. I want to hear what you have to say.
So, this is a very Sarah-driven podcast, this episode. And yes, I'm sitting over here taking notes because she inspires me every single day. So, yeah, what are my notes? Oh, what's your why? Holy crap. Like, did somebody tell you that or inspire you by that phrase or?
I feel like so.
Because I've never used it.
Kelsey, my friend Kelsey, the one who has the farm.
Love you.
She always says, remember what your why is. So like I literally have a post-it note in my office that reminds me of what my why is for certain things.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. So you have to remember your why because friggin' life is so much sometimes that it's so overwhelming. But if you can just hone in on like what's your why for whatever it is, for going to work, for going to school, for friggin' going on your walk in the mornings, like what's your why? Which is a weird way to phrase it, but
no,
what's your why?
What's your why is like the best thing I've heard in probably the last year. Like, what's your why? I've never heard you say it. I feel it by your goals, but what's your why? Yeah. Like, you ask me that all the time.
Yeah.
You don't say, what's your why? No. But it's like, why do you need that?
Yes.
I was like, oh, I don't. But I really want it. That's my why. My why is because I want it. The other thing, and don't let this get emotional and off the beaten path.
I won't look at you.
Okay. What do I need to get that grade, or get past this class?
Yeah.
That's a huge thing.
Oh, and so hard.
And we want to teach. We drive our children to get good grades.
Yes.
For a reason. Because that just means if you turn in all your homework and finish the tests, you will pass.
Right.
It's just that simple. I've never been a person that says, I need you to get A's, B's, whatever. That's not just, I don't want to see a big list of missing assignments.
Right.
Okay. That's my biggest thing. And what do I need to get that? And the biggest push, not push, but the biggest example that I've seen is not just you, but your mom did the same thing.
Yes, she did.
Okay. And I don't want that to be an emotional and sidetrack us for a while, but I wrote down here as what do I need to get through this class? ? And I put Jackie.
Facts.
Because this human being went back to school, what?
In her 50s?
In her 50s?
Yep.
Went back to college in her 50s and became a nurse.
Yep, an RN.
So, there's a couple other people in my life that have said age is not a factor.
Yeah.
It's, what is your why? I'm going to say age is not a factor. What is your why?
Yes.
So, those are the two things I was writing down, and they got into the wrong boxes, and I had to read them and read them back, and I chicken scratched them, so I don't even know what they say. But that's the, that's
Which
what I was
is funny.
writing.
So, like, my whole adult college journey has always been, when people always say, well, I'm too old to do this, I always say, my mom literally went back to school in her 50s and got her RN. Like, she got a bachelor's in nursing at the age of 50. So for you to say,
not age of 50, like she started in her mid 50s,
right? So for people to say that I'm too old to do this, I'm just like, nah. You can say you're too lazy, but you're not too old. There's a huge difference. It's true.
I love that. You can't say you're too old. You can say you're too lazy.
Right.
Oh my God, I love that.
You're not too old to learn, and if it's
I'm not
something
writing
that
it down because that's me.
If it's something that you truly want to do, you make the time and the effort. So if you want to go back and be a teacher or a nurse or a friggin' doctor or a vet or an accountant, go do it, because there's no age limit to any of these things.
Or a rock star.
I don't think you can go to school to be a rock star. I think I think you can. Are.
They have the School of Rock.
I'm not sure that makes you a rock star. Have a degree in rock. But there's no age limit, I think.
Fact.
And I think that's kind of, to me, that's a combination of goals and why. Like, if you're gonna let the littlest thing slow you down, if this is truly what you want to do, is to go back to school, no matter what type of schooling it is, you don't get to say that you're too old.
No.
Because then you don't want it enough. You're not too old. That's just my thoughts.
I like that thought, because we all get older.
Right.
No, but that was my inspiration for there. What else you got?
Okay.
Come on now.
Come on
now.
I have one more thing.
You keep going.
So I feel like the other thing people need to understand is that, again, if you truly want to go back to college, understand that it's not like when you graduated high school. There's so many options right now. On campus, online, hybrid, private, community, apprenticeships, programs. There's so many things where you can do where it's not crazy expensive, where it's not all your entire life, where you can get it done decently quickly if you put the time in, where you can make it happen if it's something that you truly want or need for whatever you want to be in life. You just have to take the time and understand that your time is worth it, and that you're worth it if it's what you want to do, and just go do it. I did all of my schooling once I had kids online, except for maybe two classes. And online is not easy. I sometimes I think it's harder. Scooter couldn't do it. He tried.
I can't do online.
Yeah.
I have no, like, I have to show up to an appointment. Otherwise, I don't get anything done.
Yeah. I loved online.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love people that can do it, but I need to be accountable to another human being. Otherwise, stuff just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm trying to work on that. That is my current. That's my current project on myself.
Yeah.
It really is.
So those are my things. Find out what's good for you, and sometimes going online, again, isn't made for everyone, and going on campus isn't made for everyone. So figure out what works best for you. Maybe it's a combination. Maybe it's just one. Figure out what works.
I want to interject because I was looking up on my phone something that it spoke to me. I'm gonna nerd out for a second, but Tom DeBlas, Jiu Jitsu. I'm gonna, if it's not about music or it's not about Jiu Jitsu, I usually don't know much about it. Oh, gaming.
Yeah.
By the way, I run a gaming company, and it's also about gaming. So it was, and I'm going to read the whole thing, and I'm trying to read it quick because it means so much about being old and those kind of things. So it says, be nice to the 40-year-old in your college class. Be nice to the overweight person in the gym. Be nice to the white belt walking through the door to try a class. All of these individuals are stepping out of their comfort zone with hopes of becoming a better person. Your kindness can make all the difference in their life.
Yep.
And I was like, that hit me hard because it's like, you are that person walking into that class.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're walking into that class as that person, and then you get your master's, you get your degree, and then the next person walks in, how are you treating them?
Right.
Right? I was like, yeah, look at this 40-year-old person taking a speech class.
Yep. Good for you.
Which is an entry-level freshman class of college.
Yep.
You know what? Go get it, man.
Right.
Go get it.
Yes.
Let me help you. It was like, if I can't help you, like, I mean, I still run into a guy. When did I take my second speech class in my life? I think I was 40.
Yeah, he had to have been.
Yeah. I still run into the same guy who speaks broken English and had to do an English speech class.
Yeah.
And he was my age. And we're both in our 40s trying to take a speech class.
Yep.
Still run into him like probably 3 times a year. Just in the community. I was like, these people are trying, they're so nervous.
Yes.
You will be nervous. You will sweat profusely. You will stutter your words. You will not know what to say. Even if you already own your own company.
Yeah.
You will still be freaked out in front of these 19 to 20-year-old people that are in your crowd.
that your children's age.
Yes.
But the interesting thing is that, like, they're just as nervous as you are.
Yes.
You go in thinking that you...
And just as supportive,
right.
too.
Like,
you'll find them.
Just relax and enjoy the journey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, my other thing I'm going to talk about is financial aid. I know you talked about it a little bit, but I want to say...
I did not. Did I?
Yeah, you did. You talked about California being affordable.
BOG.
If your reason for not going back to college and you really want to has to do with money, talk to your financial aid officer, especially as an adult. Because the way the system is, it's kind of odd. So your kids, basically, their whole financial aid is based off of you. So once you become an adult and you have children, your financial aid is based off of your circumstances. So if you're a parent and you're all by yourself and you have 3 kids you're taking care of or whatever, they give you financially based off of your circumstances. So apply, because the worst thing they can say is,
no.
I mean, at least in California, the worst thing, especially for community college, the worst thing they could say is, well, your community college paid for, but you have to cover your books. So
it's not even a joke. Like, the worst thing that they could say is, we've got you covered for your first 2 years.
Right.
In California.
Yeah, California.
Like, that's the worst.
Right.
The worst thing is, we can only cover you for 2 years.
Right.
That's amazing.
So it's $11 a semester plus books, and you can rent
It might be 20 or 30.
Okay, we'll go 30. But you can rent
like
books.
A latte,
you don't
right?
have to buy them. I mean, there's so many. It's way more affordable than I think people really understand, especially as an adult. Because when you're 19, 20, going into college, there's no housing that you're paying for as an adult because you're already paying for your own rent. There's no transportation because you're already paying for your own car. There's not all these other little things. And if you can get financial aid and you apply for them, and please apply for them because there's so much money out there that people don't even realize exists, it's way of less burden than you'll even realize. If it's something you truly want to do, I highly suggest apply for financial aid and see what the number is, because I feel like you'd be shocked.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, so is on my side, I come from Washington State. I love Washington State, but we don't have those programs as much. So the idea with going as an adult, yes, my semesters were only like $11 to $20 per semester. So here's some failures.
Okay.
Realistically, no, not realistic. Sarah got her master's in 2017.
Yes.
Because she knew what her why was.
Yes.
Okay? I didn't. Okay? Years ago, I'm going to do a synopsis of mine because it's very short-lived. Yeah, it's short-lived over a long period of time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, I graduated high school in 1992 and then went directly into college, moved to Washington, and then had a kid on the way. Dropped out of college within months.
Yep.
Didn't go back till 2000, which is not a bad thing. Went back in 2000, said, hey, what's my why? I want to get an IT degree. I got that. It took me a couple of years, got certificates, did my training, got an associate's degree. Boom, I'm set. No, I'm not. That wasn't my dream. So I went back in like 2005. I went back in 2010. I went back multiple times. I've been to University of Phoenix. I did a lot of online stuff here in California, which was amazing, but I didn't know what my why was.
Yeah.
So I didn't finish anything in California. I finished some classes. I got credits, but I didn't finish any degrees in California because I didn't have a why.
Yep.
I thought I wanted to be a teacher. Teaching wasn't for me. I wanted to do something bigger. So if you don't know what your why is, you're not going to make it through college.
Right.
It's my personal opinion. I know that's Sarah's opinion. It may be different. But if you don't know what your why is, you're not going to finish. Yeah. And I'm not saying that is fact. That's just our opinion.
Yes.
I didn't have a why. I'm finding out that without a why, you're not gonna get through it. So I was asked the other day, I was like, literally within the last month, I was like, oh, so you're gonna go back and maybe finish your degree? And I go, why?
Yeah.
I will be 48 this year, and everything that I'm doing does not require me to have a degree in anything. So college is not for everyone.
No.
And we will never preach that. It's never preaching like go to college and you got to do, even if it is an adult. No, you got to figure out what your why is. So I have an associate's degree that's not even transferable to California. Realistically, I have one from Lakewood, Washington, Clover Park Technical College, one of the best experiences of my life, but I can't transfer it to California, which is totally fine. I do have some certificates in IT and those types of things, and I'm certified in Mac and PCs, but I run a gaming company, right? And run an entertainment kind of industry in a sense. So it's not even, there's no why for me. So don't let this certain episode say you need to go to college.
Definitely not.
That's not what this is about. This is about doing college as an adult. And I'm going to take this out of here because this is something new for me. First, you have to figure out what's your why.
Yep.
Right? And what do I need to get through this class?
Yes.
If you can figure out those two things, you could be a Sarah.
One class at a time.
No, seriously. So that's what I took out of all this. It's like this was more of a learning session for Scooter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love college, by the way. Like I
love the experience of college. Yeah. I seriously like high school. I hated.
Yeah.
Personally, but the
I like
Clover Park. Shout out to we don't know shout out. God, dang it! I gotta stop doing the shout out thing. But Clover Park Technical College, one of the best 2 years of my life. The people there, the craziness, all that stuff was amazing, and I can never get that anywhere else but there. But oh my gosh.
I mean, since we're doing random shout outs, might as well shout out.
I did like 5 this time because I keep saying shout out. I just need to say, hey,
I will
props
just
to.
say also, so once you're done with your associates and it's time to go on to your bachelor's, and if you're going to go further, you don't have to do colleges in your own state. Price things out. The way that the world is at this point, you can go to any college anywhere. So if you find a college that you like and it's price comparable to a college in your state, why would you go anywhere else? So that's why I went to college in Kansas, because it was just as inexpensive, if not cheaper, than going to college in Sacramento.
Your master's is from Fort Hays.
Correct. And my bachelor's.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, but you took many classes here in California.
Oh, yeah. My whole associate's degree is all of California.
Yeah, so and also, before we go into our next segment, our last segment, if you need any guidance on that, or you need somebody to help you look for those classes, or those certain ones that fit the criteria, or different colleges, Sarah is phenomenal at this.
I love it.
She loves researching stuff for you.
Fact.
So this is not about you taking time out of her day.
Oh, no.
This is about her, I love doing this. So it is not a burden.
Nope.
So if you ever want to expand your degree, continue, or just start your freshman year as an adult or as a kid.
Yep.
If you're a kid listening to this podcast, we love you too. Yeah. But if you need some help in that aspect, for free, she loves doing these things.
Yeah.
So hit us up at any time, social media, Sarah and Scooter on the Instagram, like putting it on the line. Or you can go Sarah and Scooter at gmail.com.
Yep.
We've actually had that email for a long time. So hit us up and we will help you out. I say we. Sarah will help you out.
Yes, I will.
I would hey, babe, have you read that email?
I know.
That's how I'll help you out. So, realistically, we will get on that and help you as much as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do.
Yep. All right. Last section.
Oh, yeah. Last segment. What is it?
What you got?
For what? Our
shout out!
Yes.
Shout out! Woo!
Are you going first? I'm going first?
You can go first.
I know. You have a bunch of notes.
It's just one note.
For shout out, though. It's like it's like a dissertation.
Don't steal it.
Okay, I can't even read that. I can't see it from here. Shout out. If you want to listen to some of the best vibes, some of the best mixing, and just good feelings, please check out Lions in Paris.
Oh, Chad.
He has the last name. Lions in Paris. No joke. I listen to his stuff all the time. I lurk in his Twitch broadcast. I lurk in his Instagram live stuff. It's just a good human being. We know him personally. We've hung out with him. And just a heartfelt dude, but plus not a softie. It's like, I've seen some things, I know some things, but I still love the world. These are the kind of people that we like to give shout outs to. Lions in Paris. Please check them out on Instagram. Check them out on all the social medias that you can find. It's not on Facebook. But his real name is Chad Ross. He is one of my instructors for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So not only is he a great DJ, great lover of the world, of the world and of people, and wants to do the right thing, but he's also an amazing, amazing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu instructor. So at Black Goten. So
Oregon.
We're going to figure that out. I apologize to anybody else that's offended by this, but I am part of that team, and I love that team. I love those people.
Good shout out. So my shout out is Campus Brewery. On the 22nd of May, if you're in Sacramento, they're having their 1-year anniversary party at their location, and we're going to be there, where it's going to be board games and beer and food, and I'm super excited.
Oh, why are we going to be there? Oh, I didn't even know you were going to do this, but why are we going to be there?
You mean you and I?
Oh, well, time to tabletop.
There you go. So we are co-sponsors of this event.
Yes.
We like to bring board games and make people play games together.
And that's the first time we've actually mentioned my company, Time to Tabletop. Is it?
Yeah, the name, yeah.
Yeah. I run a tabletop company. We create games, we design games, we promote games for education, and for just fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we will be there on the 22nd.
Yep.
This will come out. Be there if you're in Sacramento, because the 22nd, if you're listening to this after the 22nd, sorry you missed it.
Yeah.
But still go check them out. Campus Brewing, we're going there for the anniversary. Why? Because they love us and we love them.
Because they're awesome. That's why.
You wrote a bunch of stuff, though. Is that for something
No, those
else?
were all your notes when you were talking. This is literally, we'll be there, stop by, play games, drink beer, have food with us.
Yes.
That's it. And I heard that Pull Up a Chair Foundation might even be raffling off some games that day.
What?
That's what I heard.
Okay, here's what's funny is like, I need to get that together. So, come see us on the 22nd. If you're listening to this after the 22nd of what month is this?
May.
Of May, then you missed it.
Yes.
But guess what? We still exist.
And so does Campus, so you should go see them.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
So, we love you all. We really, really do. I think that's the end of our episode.
That's it.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Can't find my mouse.
Drink Something, Say Something is the podcast for those of you who are tired of other beer podcasts. Tired of the jargon, tired of all the rigmarole. We're going to bring on brewers, bartenders, and everything in between to talk about anything and everything from beer to the rest of the universe. Come crack one open with us every other Thursday.